Hello everyone. Wanted to put the preview for the South Africa Australia semifinals tomorrow, which will be played at the Eden Gardens, Calcutta. I mentioned in one of my videos, the Eden Gardens, Calcutta is a special ground for both teams. Australia won their first World Cup under Alan Border in '87 at Eden Gardens, Calcutta, and South Africa's return to international cricket in '91 against India was also at Eden Gardens, Calcutta. So sure, South Africa, Australia always bring big matches into World Cup, especially knockouts, very interesting matches. The big one I've mentioned before, that '99 semi-final at Edgbaston, South Africa, Australia played out a tie where Lance Closner and Alan Donald needed only one run of four balls, and there was a run out. And South Africa were in good position in that match, and then Shane Warne getting four wickets. And even in that Super Six stage, Steve-O got that big 120. And South Africa have a very bad record in World Cup knockouts. I don't think South Africa ever won a knockout match. 92 South Africa lost at semi-final, but it wasn't South Africa's fault. The rain rule messing up South Africa's chances. 96 South Africa were in very good form, and the quarterfinals lost at knockout to West Indies when Brian Lara scored 100. 99 then that tie, that very important Super 6 stage, also South Africa losing. Herschel Gibbs taking a catch and dropping it later when he threw it up. And 2007 South Africa were really blown out by Australia. South Africa played Australia in the semi-final in West Indies. South Africa were bowled out for just 149 runs. Sean Tate took 4 wickets that day, and Glenn McGrath took 3 wickets. He bowled 8 overs for just 18 runs and took 3 wickets. He was the man of the match. And South Africa have lost a World Cup semi-final T20 against Pakistan also when South Africa looked like winning. And in 2011, South Africa lost the quarterfinals against New Zealand chasing, and when South Africa looked like again they were going to win. So, and that's how South Africa got the chokers tag. I mean, in the cricket circle, South Africa are called the chokers because in knockout stages, South Africa find a way to lose. Even in that 2015 semi-final, I've mentioned once, South Africa putting up that big total and New Zealand were chasing in 43 overs, and South Africa lost on the second last spot of the match when Grant Elliott hit Dale Steyn for a 6 with 1 ball to spare. So I'm just giving an example history of South Africa's World Cup knockout matches. So tomorrow, Australia-South Africa will be a very key moment, and South Africa will have to get rid of that mental tag. And South Africa might, and Australia would definitely, I mean, the way Australia play, I'm sure they are going to remind South Africa, even on the field, about the South Africa's World Cup history. Australia never miss a chance to get under the opposition's skin. So South Africa will definitely be reminded tomorrow, especially when they're batting, about their World Cup history, the knockout matches. So South Africa will have to be prepared for that. And Australia, South Africa, the only thing in South Africa's favor coming into this World Cup is that South Africa have won the last 4 matches they have played against Australia. I mentioned even before the World Cup video and one of the videos that South Africa beat Australia 3-2 in a one-day series when South Africa were 2-0 down. So winning the last 3 matches, and even in the first match of this World Cup group match, South Africa had a big win over Australia, and I did back South Africa to win. I mean, even tomorrow, I would love to see South Africa win against Australia and get to the finals for the first time. South Africa have never made it into a World Cup semi-finals, World Cup 50 over or T20. Never. South Africa have never made a finals. So it will be interesting to see how South Africa pitch up tomorrow. Australia, Adam Zamba will be very important. I mean, he has been a highest wicket taker, almost a highest wicket taker of this World Cup. And Eden Gardens, if you remember that South Africa-India match, it did turn a lot. So it will be very important how the pitch plays. If it does turn a lot, I mean, Australia will have the advantage. Zamba has been in terrific form, and Glenn Maxwell will be more than difficult with his part-timers. He's more than a part-time bowler. And it will be important to see if Shamsi will play, because if it turns like it did in Eden Gardens, South Africa would probably be tempted to play Shamsi. But Shamsi has been a bit expensive in this World Cup. And another thing is that Coetzee, who has been taking a lot of wickets in this World Cup, so South Africa definitely have a big choice to make tomorrow. Will they go for Coetzee, who has been taking lots of wickets in this World Cup, bowling well, or will they go for Shamsi if the pitch turns? So that will be a big crucial moment tomorrow in the selection. I don't know what happens because Shamsi has gone for runs, so I don't know if South Africa will have the confidence. Today I did call it right. I was saying that Ishodi wouldn't play and Lockie Ferguson would play, and that happened. And India, anyway, I'm just giving an update. India getting 397 runs against New Zealand today, big total, and India did well to get there. I was saying it's important for India to win the toss and bat first. That happened. And tomorrow also, South Africa will definitely want to bat first because when you bat second, I mean, South Africa have showed their weakness batting second in this World Cup, losing to Netherlands, and then that Pakistan close match winning just by 1 wicket. And even against Afghanistan, it was a difficult chase. So Australia would definitely look to bat first and put up the total. And South Africa, obviously, most of the World Cup South Africa have knockout. South Africa have lost. It always came when South Africa were batting second because there's always pressure batting second in a semi-final knockout, and especially with the South Africa's history of knockout matches. So that will be important. I mean, Australian batting has been looking very good recently. Everyone getting big scores. Maxwell, Travis Head, Mitch Marsh, David Warner. So they are looking very good suddenly. And Australia credit should be given to Australia because they lost the first two matches to India and then South Africa, and they were close matches. I mean, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, England, New Zealand, even Afghanistan. I mean, 5 matches. All the teams against Australia were kind of in winning positions at a point. And I did say in my videos that these teams messed up, which is right. But credit should also be given to Australia for fighting back and coming back into the match. But if there's any team in this world where you can't give a sniff of a chance, it's Australia. Because if they do get a little bit of an opening, they would take it with both hands and they will come back strongly into the match. So South Africa will have to remember that. They have to start tomorrow well and they have to play all along well. And they shouldn't give Australia a sniff of a chance to get into the match. Bowling wise, Stark has been going for a lot of runs, but he's been taking wickets in between. So Stark will be important. Big player, obviously, for Australia. So it will be important how South Africa play him. And Hazelwood has been very good. I think Josh Hazelwood will be very key tomorrow because Hazelwood in these knockout matches can be a nightmare if he bowls well. He's like a Glenn McGrath. Doesn't give much away. Excellent line and length and moves the ball. So Hazelwood and Stark will be very key with the new ball. And obviously, I've already mentioned about Zamba. South Africa, Marco Jansen, I think he will play. I think he was injured in the last match, but I think Jansen will play tomorrow. So Jansen has been the man in form for South Africa with the ball. Kutsi also got wickets, I said, but Jansen has been getting a lot of wickets. He went for a lot of runs against India, but after that, he had that one match where he sat out. So Jansen will be important for South Africa. And Rabada, obviously, with all his experience and record behind him, it will be important to see how Rabada bowl as well. So South Africa, Australia, big match. I mean, can't be get bigger than this. I mean, World Cup semi-final, and especially with the history South Africa and Australia have. And anyway, just to mention, I will be putting a post-match analysis for the India-New Zealand match. So, but well done to Virat Kohli. He has broken Sachin Tendulkar's world record, 49 hundreds, and Virat Kohli is on 50 one-day hundreds now, the first man in history to do that. So, very well done to Virat Kohli. Really well deserved. He has been an amazing one-day player. So it's interesting to see what happens. I mean, it will be very hard for New Zealand to get these runs under the lights, I imagine. Anyway, that is my preview for the South Africa-Australia match. And so Australia will also be, it will be important what happens about the team selection because Travis said David Warner, Mitch Marsh, all three, top three, I think they will probably play as well because the last match Maxwell did sit out and Sean Abbott did come out. So I don't know if Stoinis will go out of the team or not. So that will also be important. But I don't think Australia will drop Travis Head or Mitch Marsh. I mean, they three will definitely play. And Zamba will definitely play. So I don't know. It's important to see what happens to Stoinis. Anyway, South Africa Australia match. Enjoy the semi-final. I would definitely, again, I'm saying, so I would love to see South Africa win. But I have to be honest. Australia do hold the edge tomorrow. They have their excellent World Cup record against South Africa. And I've said that already in this video. Australia will definitely play that card tomorrow. They will definitely remind the South African batsmen about the choke attacks and they will make it difficult for South Africa. South Africa will have to play out of their skin to win tomorrow. And it will be very important the toss again. South Africa wouldn't want to chase. So the toss will be very important. And let's see what South Africa brings to the table if they can reach their first finals of the World Cup. So anyway, good luck to both teams. Everyone please enjoy the semi-final. It will be a cracker of a match. Take care. God bless you.